I've just been having some thoughts over the last few months, obviously, the There Is No Spoon article, the mirror work, the reflection work. And in the last week again, I go through periods where these things ease off. I'm shown something like the There Is No Spoon, the mirror, and I can see myself in the 16 people around me in a library. If I look at them long enough, I can see that they are me, they are reflecting me. I'm familiar. I can see their... And when I say see, I don't literally physically mean I see a glow or I see my face. I recognize a vibration or a feeling within myself that they are reflecting back to me. But these things may then pass a little bit, they ease off a little bit, and I get on with life and exploring another area. And then it might come back to me and I'm kind of immersed in it again. And it's a bit suffocating. It's like, Jesus Christ, does anything exist? Is anything real? Or is everything just me? We chose to come here and to have whatever experience we're having. If there is a we, and if any of you exist, I think you do, but I'm not convinced. So maybe I'm just speaking to myself, but we'll pretend you do exist for this video anyway. So we chose to come here and to have whatever varying experience. And keep in mind, we chose to be here at this time. We have multiple wars, we have Donald Trump, we have protests and riots and all sorts of circus shit happening in the media that, orchestrated left, right and centre. We have, mass sex abuse and political paedophilia, royal paedophilia, all the dirty, nasty stuff, poisoned food and skies and, chemtrails and is the earth flat, do aliens exist, the lizards, all that stuff. Whatever you believe in or you don't believe in. You chose to be here for that stuff now. You contracted to come here to experience a journey with these situations and these challenges. So as I said previously, the people, and I was one of them for many years, who didn't want to be here. There's many people who think, I don't want to be, I just want to ascend, I just want to be enlightened, I want to get off this planet. We're in keeping that frame of mind, we are overlooking how great we are and our potential and what we actually came here for, the lesson, the experience we came here for. It's like, I'm terrible with analogies, but it's like going out and buying the latest computer game and then you can't figure out the controls. It's like, I just want to finish the game. It's like, no, you didn't. You don't want to finish the game. You want to experience all those levels and challenges. Same with a board game, or same with buying a fast car, or going on a holiday, or go to India or Tibet or somewhere. It's like, I just want to have the picture postcard experience at the top of the mountain. No, you didn't. You wanted an experience. You wanted the fullness, satisfaction of climbing that mountain. Or going through the airports and getting on the bus and maybe on the wrong bus and seeing a coast that you've never seen before and meeting a culture you've never met before. And some of them are nasty and they're rude, and some of them are really friendly and helpful. And you'll eat food that you think is horrible, and you'll eat food that you think is amazing. And you'll come back with all these little stories and memories and experiences. Even if you're not glad you had them, you chose that experience. So it's often worth digging in to find what we're grateful for and what's beneficial. Otherwise it's a lost cause, it's just a waste of time. So we chose to be here for this. Let's think this through. If that's the case, then we engaged with, we contracted with the people creating, thanks Valerie, the vaccines, 9/11, the Muslim rapists, the invaders, or not, the corrupt media, ISIS, if they exist, Any of these things. We engage with all these storytellers and beings who may enter our lives to come and give us an experience. The Dick Cheneys, Barack Obama, all the dodgy people out there, we behind the curtain, we met with these people, or we met with whoever our guides, and we said, I want this type of experience, I want to learn this type of things from it. And they said, okay, we'll set up a whole play. It's like The Game, the movie The Game by David Fincher with Sean Penn and Michael Douglas. Go and watch that. It's a brilliant film. It's all stage managed for us, and we come in and we learn from it. So it helps to be able to step back and go, okay, this is just a game. It's just a game. They're not the bad guys and the good guys. They're all playing a role. So there's no planet to be saved. There's no politicians to be stopped. There's no evil lizards or demons or whatever. They're all light. They're all of God or of the light, playing a role that we have contracted with and engage with. Now, we may feel that, no, I need to save the planet, or I need to wave my banner and I need to march in the streets. Go ahead and do that. Get complete with that experience. I don't think it's healthy to skip. It's impossible to skip a part of our growth. So I was an alcoholic. I stopped drinking maybe 17 years ago, I think. I couldn't skip being an alcoholic. So when prohibition came in, or when they outlawed alcohol, alcoholics or addicts will seek another outlet until they get complete with that destructive behavior. So removing the experience doesn't do any good. We just find another experience. There are people, say, who remove meat from their diet or sugar from the diet or whatever. There's two ways of doing that. One is when it's an organic, we're moved, we just don't desire that stuff anymore, and we're in harmony with our body. The other is when it's a control issue, and it's like, I'm gonna get healthy by fucking managing within an inch of my life every molecule that comes near my mouth. It's pointless. So go and eat the unhealthy stuff, if you deem it unhealthy, if there's such a thing as unhealthy, and get complete with it, and get to a point where I don't need that anymore. No. And it's not, we then don't see it as being bad or evil or destructive or unhealthy. Just not moved to eat it. Some things we don't eat, some things we don't drink. We came here to be lost and to remember. And there's such joy in gradually, little by little, remembering who we are, what we're capable of, what our potential is, little by little. And it's our essence that we seek. That's pure spirit, that pure innocence, delightfulness. Is there a word? Delightfulness? I don't think there is. You know, that joy, that the innocence of a child or of a person, that beauty, and that's reflected back to us by a rainy day, or by an attractive person or car or the new phone or any of these things. But we're so lost, and we have so little of our own heart, that we think by acquiring this thing it will fill us up. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with buying these things or consumerism and so on. It's part of the experience. But eventually, gradually, bit by bit, we get complete with that, and we realise buying shit every weekend with our paycheck is not fulfilling us. So we stop doing it. But then maybe we drink a bit more, or maybe we sleep around, or maybe we work too many hours, or we watch too much TV, or we play too many computer games, and we search other avenues and areas, and we get complete with them, and we realise they're not fulfilling me either. So it's worth looking within at times, and I try to, rather than giving my interpretation, the interpretation is only my own. It's not yours. Your role is to observe you and listen to you and find what your truth is and what resonates with you. I think we're really at a time where we got to get away from the guru, such and such said this, such and such said that. Who cares? What do you think? What do you feel, more importantly? What you think, I really don't fucking care. What you feel, what resonates with you, what's coming through you from your intuition. I have all the time in the world for that. What your mind tells you as a result of books and analysis and the other gurus. Don't waste my time. I don't want to know. It doesn't matter. The truth and freedom and connection and fulfillment and light and all those rosy words is through our own self-empowerment, through our own spirit, through listening to ourselves, through listening to ourselves and having the courage to honor that feeling or that intuition and guidance. That's where the power is, to be able to stand there and say, well, this is what I feel. This is what's right for me. This is what I'm going to do, when all those around you are telling you you're crazy. So I suppose the next time you see that perfectly beautiful, attractive person, or the car you want, or the shoes you want, or whatever it is, the sunset, just to look within. Observe yourself, observe your heart, your stomach, your solar plexus. See what's there. There are other steps after that, but I'll go into them another day. It's just worth observing, to be aware that there's something going on within you when you see these things. And we get distracted, and I've often said hypnotized by the third dimension, by the stuff, the outside world. And the key is to let go of the outside world and immediately look within and say, So while I'm facing this gorgeous woman, what's happening within me? Why? Why am I being shown her? Why do I vibrate with her? Why was she presented? Why did I draw her into my experience? Okay, hope that was of use. Enjoy your day.